Hello students, let us have a look at the next concept of files. We have two functions in a random access to files. So the functions that we are going to understand is rewind and ftell. So let's proceed to the first one, that is the rewind function. So as the word tells rewind, it means that we will be able to go back to the beginning of the file. So what is the description for the rewind function? The function resets the file pointer to the beginning of the file. So it takes a file pointer as a parameter. So we have the function name as rewind and we just need to pass the file pointer here. So let's try to understand this function with the help of the program. So what are we going to try to do in the rewind function? Okay. So we are trying to demonstrate it with the help of trying to open a file in the write mode. That is, we will try to write contents onto the file. So how can we write the contents? So we are going to take the input from the user with the help of the getChar function. Then once the writing operation is done, we will make use of the rewind function and then again read the contents. So to understand this, let's try to look at the demonstration. So assume that we have the file called test.txt. This is the file name. So the file pointer is going to point to this particular file. So initially there are no contents. We need to perform the write operation. Write means we are trying to write certain contents onto it. So the moment the first character is written, so the first character is going to be written or is going to be taken with the help of the getChar function. So if I type the letter H, now my file pointer is going to point to this first location, right? Now, once the first letter is written, the file pointer next moves to the next location. So it is going to move to the next location here. The next location is going to be this. The next letter that I type again is going to be E. Similarly, the next time again, this particular file pointer will again move to the next location here. So if I type a letter L, the file pointer is currently pointing at this location. Likewise, assume that I have again typed the entire word and my word is hello. So this is the last letter. My cursor or my file pointer is pointing to O. So as you know that when we reach the end of the file, right, there has to be an indication that the end of the file is reached. The last letter or the last character after this O is going to be another letter or say another character which we cannot see, and that character is called as end of the file. So now the file pointer will be moving to this particular location. Now once the write operation is done, we have performed the write operation and we have written this particular word hello. So once the write operation is done, we have completed the first operation, that is write. The next thing is, if we try to read the contents now, if we try to read the contents of this particular file, since the file pointer is pointing to this last location, so what is it going to display? It has nothing to display after this. So it will just be blank. So what we need to do is, before we go to the read operation, we need to rewind our cursor or we need to rewind our file pointer. So we need to rewind this back to where? We need to rewind it back to the first character of our file. We need to rewind it back to the first character of our file, that is H. After this, we can perform our read operation. After this, we can perform our read operation. So now if we perform the read operation, since the file pointer is pointing to again the first character, it will, with the help of the loop, we can again iterate and all these characters can be again displayed or these characters can be read. So this is the concept of this rewind function. So remember that just like arrays, the index of these will again begin from 0. The index value of these will again begin from 0. Okay. So this last end of the file will have the index value 5. Let's try to have a look at the program for this. So we need to declare a file pointer and another variable ch where we try to accept or store the characters which are entered by the user from the keyboard. We open the file test.txt in the W+ mode. So we have studied the different modes. So what is going to happen if the file, this particular test.txt file does not exist? We will be able to create that particular file. So after this, we will try to handle the error here. If we are not able to open the file, we'll handle the error with these statements. Now, next thing is, once the file is, this particular file is created, we need to enter the contents. So we can see here in the demonstration, we have entered these contents. So after the contents are entered, right? The first one we have done, that is write operation, and we have saved the file. So we are going to reach the last one, that is end of the file character. Then the same operation here is performed with the help of the while loop. So we are trying to take input from the keyboard till the end of the file is reached. Okay. So till we do not reach the end of the file, the while loop is going to run. And those characters that are stored in the variable will be put onto the file. Then once the end of the character is reached, we will perform this rewind operation and we will pass the file pointer. Okay, so the file pointer is it is here now. Once rewind is done, it will come back again to this particular location or the index 0, or will point to the character H. Now we will perform our read operation. So we have written the contents on the file. We need to perform the read operation. So for that, again, we have used this before. We make use of the loop. And to read the contents of the file, we have the operation called as getC. So we will read or will perform the read operation till we reach end of the file. Till the end of the file is reached, we are going to perform our read operation and we are going to display the contents by putting it on the monitor. So once end of the file is reached, the loop is stopped and we close the file. So now what we will do is, for the execution, let's try to comment this. We'll go to the terminal. Okay, let us compile this particular file, that is file rewind.c. Next, I'll execute it. Okay, so I'm going to say that I'll type the same content or the same word, and I need to save this file. So now you can see here, we have done the write operation, right? So the write operation is done with the help of these statements. The moment I typed, all the letters were taken with the help of this getChar and they were stored in ch. And the same letters that were stored in the variable ch were put onto the file with the help of putC function. So I have typed the letter, the word hello. Next thing, this statement is written, read the contents from the file. But as you can see the output here, nothing is being read. There are no contents that are being read. So why this is happening? Because our file pointer is now pointing to end of the file. And after the end of the file, what is there? Nothing is going to be there in the file. The end of the file is blank. So there is no output to display. Now, what we will do is, since we need to read what are the contents, we need to take the cursor back. So for that, we want to make use of the rewind and pass the file pointer. So once rewind operation is done, this particular file pointer will again go back to the beginning of the file. Now let us try to execute. Since we have uncommented this, let us go back to the terminal here, compile it once again. Now let me type the same contents and save it. So now you see you're getting reading the contents from the file, and the content is also getting displayed, because with the help of rewind function we are able to go back to the beginning. The cursor is pointing to the first position, and from here again the read operation is started. So this is about the rewind function. The next part that we have is the ftell function. So this function is used to tell the position of the file pointer in a file. So it takes a file pointer as a parameter and returns an integer value. In case of any error, it returns -1. Let's concentrate on the first part. That is, this function is used to tell the position of the file pointer. Means it is going to help us to know which is the current position where the file pointer is pointing to. The current position where the file pointer is pointing to. Have a look at the syntax. So ftell, and we need to pass the file pointer, and the current position will be stored in this variable, will be stored in any variable. So for example, so currently where is the file pointer pointing? A file pointer is pointing to the 0th index. Suppose the file, we have performed our write operation and we are at this location. So currently where is the file pointer? The file pointer is at location 5 or at index 5, that is end of the file. Suppose we had assumed that we have just 2, or we have just written up till the letter E. So the file pointer will be here at the first index value. Let's try to have a look at this with the help of the program. So here you can see that the basic things for the program, again, a file pointer, a variable ch, and another variable called as counter, okay, which is initialized to 0. So we open our file test.txt in the read mode, and if we are not able to open the file, then this set of statements try to handle that error. So we are trying to get the position of the file pointer after opening the file, right? And with the help of the ftell and the the ftell function, which takes a single parameter, that is the fp, we are able to print what is the current position. So assuming that this particular test.txt is blank, it is empty. Then with the help of the while loop, what we will try to do is we will try to count the number of characters that are present in the file. That is, we will increment the counter. Like when we typed hello, we, as and how we go on typing, or as and how we go on reading with the help of this get c function, we're just performing the reading operation. So as and how we perform the read operation here, we will try to increment the counter. So once we reach, that is once the reading is done, we start initially from h and we read up till the end of the file, right? So after that, again, we are going to count the number of characters, and again we are going to read the file pointer position. That is, after reaching end of the file, again we will have the ftell function. We try to know the current position. So let me repeat this once again. We open the file in the read mode, and we just, in this particular statement here, we try to get the position. So when the file is opened and it is assumed that it is blank, we do not have these contents. Okay, so the file pointer the file pointer will be at this particular location, and the first location when it is totally blank. We do not have any of this content. Fine. Then we try to print the position that time to know where our file pointer is. So it should return 0 if it is blank. So we try to read with the help of the getC, and as and how we go on reading the characters, the counter is increased. So we print the counter value. Once we reach end of the file, that time once again we try to know the current position of our file pointer. So once all the characters are read, what is going to happen? The file pointer will again be at this particular location, that is end of the file. Then we perform the rewind operation, which means we are taking our file pointer back to the beginning of the file. We are going to take this back again here. So again it will point to the beginning of the file. And once it is taken back, we just again try to print the current position of the cursor or current position of the file pointer with the help of ftl function. So let us try to perform this output of this particular program. So we just have some warnings. You can ignore that. Let's go for the execution. Okay. So have a look at the output here. Okay. So the file that we have is test.txt and the content written onto it is hello. So first let us have a look at, let us try to open that file. We have here test.txt. So you can see here the contents are basically just the characters for the word fellow, which are 5 and 1 end of the file, right? So initially the file pointer will be pointing to the location or at the index, 0th index, it will be pointing here at the first location. So the output that we have there is 0, that is after opening the file. Once the reading, the count first, after we have done the opening of the file and the initial position we try to get with the help of ftl function, then we are counting the number of characters that are present with the help of this code. So the number of characters that we have on the file are 6. So how 6? As you can see here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the end of the file is also a character, that is 6. But the index starts from 0. Next, what is the next output that we have? After counting the total number of characters, we have the position of the pointer after reaching the end of the file. So once the end of the file is reached, it means what? Where is the cursor? After the reading operation is done, where is the cursor? It is at this location. It is at the 6th position, at the 6th location, because we count first character, that is character 1, second character, third character, fourth, fifth, and the 6th character. So the output is 6 after reaching end of the file. Then position of the file pointer after rewinding, right? So we'd have done this, then we rewind it. Rewind means we go back again to the first position. So the first position is which? If we have to rewind it and go to the beginning of the file or to the first position, it is here. So it will again give the value as 0. So the output here will again be 0. So this is about the ftl and frewind, not frewind, just the file rewind function.